Living longer, a good thing. An article in the October issue of The Atlantic is getting a lot of attention. It's titled, Why I Hope to Die at 75. The author helped create the healthcare law. He makes a controversial case against staying around. Dr. Ezekiel Emanuel of the University of Pennsylvania writes, quote, I think this manic desperation to endlessly extend life is misguided and potentially destructive. He adds healthcare hasn't slowed the aging process so much as it has slowed the dying process.
Hope that's not true. Our own Dr. David Agus has his own perspective. He's the author of A Short Guide to a Long Life. It's published by Simon & Schuster, which is a division of CBS. Dr. Agus joins us live from Los Angeles this morning. Good to see you, David Agus.
Good morning, Gail.
Because he says, Dr. Emanuel says 70 is not the new 50. You start losing your creativity and your productivity. I just felt so sad after reading this article. What do you think about the message here?
Well, you know, Ezekiel Emanuel did a remarkable thing. He created discourse. He made everybody start to talk about this. What he's saying is that as we get older, diseases happen. And he doesn't want to be remembered as ill and having a disease or undergoing treatment. He wants to be remembered for his formative years. And so he's not going to push a button at age 75 and end his life, but he's not going to go through heroic measures like chemotherapy if he gets cancer, or go through screening methods, or gets vaccines after he turns 75.
Does that make sense to you?
No, not at all.
Okay.
That being said, it's his own value system, and it's a very reasonable thing to do, but I'm a believer and I'm an optimist, and I see what's in the pipeline now. I know we can prevent or delay most diseases. At the same time, I also see that we have ways to reverse these diseases that are happening now. So it's a very exciting time in medicine. So I throw out the arbitrary age of 75 because I think we can all live much longer.
Why do you think he entitled it, Why I Hope to Die at 75?
Well, because again, I think he hopes to die in his prime. And, you know, all of us look at this. You know, 2 weeks ago, you know, Charlie, I was talking to a friend of yours. We had dinner with Shimon Peres in Italy. And he's 91, and he just stepped down from being president. And that day had talked to many of the world leaders pushing for peace and changes in their governments. And so being productive into your 90s is very viable today if we take the right preventive methods.
And what changes can people make to extend their life and have a good life after the age of 75?
Well, you know, 1951 was the last year in the United States you could die with cause of death on a death certificate being old age. And we have to go back to that. And so if you start to live right, if you start to take the vaccines and the preventive medicines you have, to move during the day, avoid smoking, all of the things that have been detailed before, it will work. And you know, we've done stories together over the last several months on ways that we can potentially reverse aging. It's happened in animals, and the trials are ongoing in humans. We've done stories of ways we can increase cognitive function as we get older. So I'm an optimist, and there really is hope to live a much longer life with quality going forward.
I think that's the key, living a longer life and making sure that longer life includes a high quality of life.
I agree, but it also means that you got to take the steps today in your 20s, 30s, and 40s to make that difference.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I was searching for my aspirin last night. I couldn't find it, Dr. David Agus. Thank you.
Thank you.